Figured to go ahead and make this, try to make this short and sweet as possible. 2005 6.0 Power Stroke. Doing the front light bar install from Rough Country. Gonna go ahead and disconnect those fog lights from the main harness here, here and here. I'll try to include you every step of the way and just make this short and sweet as possible. Went ahead and talked to Rough Country on their chat. They said no problem. Go ahead and tie in that harness, the Rough Country 20-inch bar harness, directly to the fog light harness. So we're going to go ahead. We busted out these here with the 18 on impact. There's a back mount, vertical mount. That was an 18 mil. Pulled this guy out right here on at the bottom portion of this frame mount, and that one is a 13. So 18 and a 13, and just a whole half-inch impact. I was about to pull the bumper off and realized this this harness is connected. So whatever you want to use, crow's foot. I had some old body panel pin poppers. I use that. Just pop. There's two of them under there, right on the housings back here. But yeah, that should just finally popped out easy. So obviously you see my little painter's tarp down there, so I can lay it down. But those were just inside here. I pry those out. Looks like we have a couple of these little mounts here, or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3. We'll get those out. A couple things. The instructions, unbeknownst to me, I try to read the instructions. I didn't probably read them front to back kind of thing, but they give you hardware instructions and electrical wiring diagram instructions. They give you, looks like it's some type of silencer, but obviously it would fit in your fins, and it'd be some type of interface, you know, some type of impingement issue, so you don't have metal on metal rattling around. But with that type of bracket and the fitment where that hole is, I mean, I don't know, like they don't even come close to touching. Second, they have a bunch of hardware. They supply, I guess, for alternative mounts, I suppose, I'm guessing. I guess you don't need all this, just this here. Third, small complaint, I don't know which way's up. It's harder to determine if it's upside down or not. I don't know if it matters, but I just kind of put the harness on the driver's side, so it'll go to that. Small complaints, but maybe just forewarn if you doing your homework, watching this video before you put it on or before you purchase one, just little things to look out for. All right, this took the longest, trying to decipher the hardware kit, unfortunately. So I couldn't find any Allen bolts that really, it's gonna be hard to explain, but basically the holes inside the light bar would bottom out. And I put this nut here because even with these brackets pulled as far this way as possible, both sides tightened down. When I didn't have this spacer or nut, you know, whatever there, this would spin and couldn't get tight because it's not deep enough, I guess. I looked at all the hardware they gave me. I considered maybe additional washers or spacers. You know, I don't know. I couldn't come up with a reasonable solution besides just throwing some nuts. I even put the nuts on the back side, kind of thinking that actually kind of created a problem. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I just put a nut here, tightened it down to the Allen head, and tightened it down, made sure my spacing was all good. About the best I can explain there. I don't have any other explanation how to. The pictures show them just using an Allen head, you know, and one of these nuts or whatever fastener. But yeah, no explanation. That's about the best I can come up with. All right, so I just pulled that through. Went ahead and took the harness, connected it, pushed it in, screwed that on. I'm gonna cut it somewhere in here, give it a little room, and by no means am I an electrician by any account at all. But I did not disconnect the battery. They're not currently hot, but went ahead and pulled it back a little bit. It's not beautiful, but went ahead and gave me some room for my heat shrink butt connectors, and we'll test it before we fit it up. But that's basically what it did. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this end just yet, but maybe just tuck it up. But that's what I'm doing. Gonna cut it short right in here, and just go ahead and connect it. All right, that's a wrap. So quick tip: got a little, like a 3-inch extension. Well, I can't talk. Extension, and this is a H6. Can't focus. H6. So what I did was slid that in from that angle, little wobble here, universal, whatever the hell you want to call it, and was able to slide it up in that. Well, you can't see it. There's a bolt for that guy, and you can kind of pitch and adjust that however you want, and come in from the side and tighten it up if you need to. Also, last quick tip: when the bumper's on the ground and you're fitting this, please be aware that metal on metal, obviously bad. So I got a little bit scratchy going on, and probably just Sharpie and call it good. All good over here, but I guess as I was finagling with the bolts and stuff, I was kind of scratching it up a little bit. But all in all, works. Fog lights work. It did kind of have like a ballast flicker or something. It was pulsing the first couple minutes. I don't know, maybe while it's in that low voltage state for any 6.0 guy owners, maybe after the first minute or so, when it finally lets go, maybe it gets its full power. I don't know, but the flicker went away, and all is well.